algorithmic trading tool strategies. So this video, the ultimate guide about the superadvisor Sorokin robot, how you can install everything, how you can use it. So it's a really powerful tool, and you will be impressed. Yeah. So there is a user manual easily. So when you get the package from me, you have that superadvisor Sorokin file and two my indicators invented, SORMED and SORQUICK, so which we need to put in the right places. And to get to put in the right places, so we have a meta editor. We need to put in the right folder. So we can click on the meta editor. So there is my robot code and the MQL5 advisor. So that's here. That's just right click, open folder, and we need to put execution file into this folder. So there is one, the robot must be in the expert advisor. And as for indicators, so the all indicators goes to the indicators examples. So there's indicators examples, same story, right click, open folder. So here we have indicators. And here you will get series SORQUICK and SORMED. Also, if you requested for additional payment, I can provide you break-even line. So that's actually indicator. It's providing you the line of a margin call and break-even price. So it's pretty important. It's also important indicator which I can provide on request for extra payment. So indicators in folder indicators under examples, and we will put here SORQUICK and SORMED. And this is it. There's all installation done. Now we open MetaTrader. So when you open the MetaTrader, see so all the indicators, but you can get all of them if you just insert. So first of all, very important, we need to click algotrading. So if it's the algotrading button, you need it switched on. And after, you need to download the template. So the template, I also provide a template. So one of them here, you see there's a superadvisor Sorokin template. By default, you can find the location of your template and download template. So there is download templates with indicators. So what we indicators have for the trading and for the robot. This is a SORQUICK. So this is SORMED, and this is with a longer period SORMED. So as you can see, that's the key idea. So you can adjust all the parameters by yourself. That indicators, that's taking into account volatility. It's my invented indicator. So taking indicators volatility and levels. So say there's parameters of the indicator. So what should the indicators in iDial? It's in the perfectly tuned. The indicator shouldn't really match the price. It's cross the price many times. So you see we have in the indicator the period of indicator and deviation. So say if you put here the deviation 2, look, the period, this indicator, it's the price broken and reversing. So it means there is no consistency with price. So this is a simple adjustment. So what you should do, we should find something which the deviation which will not interfere with the price. So look, they see here the indicators. If it's the price for crossing indicator, the robot will act accordingly. So we need to set something like perfectly out of the crossing price. So only if the indicator, if it's price crossing indicator and on the history, there's a good time to enter. This means you adjusted indicator to the perfection. We need it adjusted. We can adjust it automatically. I can show you, or you can adjust it manually. So again, that's the same story about the SORQUICK. So you manually adjusting. It means you adjusting to the levels and adjusting to based on the history to the future. Mostly time there is a future also repeating and of the history. And that's we need a plus. We need to do like adjustment of indicators, the all parameters after we will put into the system for the automatically trading. And we have two Bollinger Bands, and the plus we have through the moving averages, so like it's a triple exponential and double exponentials. So after adjustment parameters, we need to put all the same parameters into the system. But before, let's add expert to your chart. So the expert can work with different instruments. So it's only one expert for one instrument. So you can really put, for example, this one the robot for the 4 hours time frame for the same instrument, and there is another robot for the 30 minutes time frame. So it will be conflict between the two. But at the same time, you can just set on a different time frame, like to the different instruments, like one robot for SP500, another robot for Bitcoin, gold, or it's Forex. It's all about the settings. So we have lots of options how to trade manually, semi-automatic, and fully automatic. So when it's a red button, it means it's the manual mode. So if you click here, there is automatic mode, the robot can start. So how the robot trading based of parameters of the robot, and you should know that the robot is a blue hat. If it's a blue hat, it means the robot in active mode. And the robot, we have lots of information here in the robot. I trying to put everything possible inside. So it's not a neural networks oriented robot, because most of them, it's not really the good trader. It's bringing a good result, because they're trying to find the patterns just to adjust the trend and the adjustment, like I showed you with my indicators manually or automatically, much better result rather than you can use all the neural networks. Otherwise, if it will be neural network robots, the best will be best. Everyone will be in the profit. So what we're gonna have here? We have here there's lots of so there's 9.25 robot, and every robot it's adjusted to the account. So you can't really copy the robot of all your accounts. No, it's I compile the robot exactly for the custom account, and there's expression names as well. So we have in here that's parameters. It's the gradient. It's a gradient. So it's angle of, for example, that's the instrument, and angle about the RSI. So that's the RSI and instrument. So sometimes if it's, for example, RSI goes down, here will be like negative, and that is like you can use the diversions, and that's kind of a expectation price. It's like 50% works. And also we have a gradient of a Bollinger Band, the middle line, so it's also can use it, and levels. So in the robot, I have 5 levels of different algorithms for the stop loss moving, and the lowest one will keep in far away with the stop loss, or if it's L5, it means this is like a system calculating which the level better to use right now. So right now it's the system things, because it's also with a Bollinger Bands analyzing volatility on the market. There's a trend or no trend. So if it's the big Bollinger Bands very the big like wide, it means trend. If it's these Bollinger Bands, you know, it's true both for the slow and so the slow it's about 100 I use, and small it's was about 50, and plus deviation you can control and use it. So it means this all the Bollinger, it's close to each other, it means no trend. You know, it's a simple but a very perfect my invention how you can recognize trend or no trend. Okay, so this is the parameters you know on the top. Now you can have a buy sell, and if your buy or sell it's if you in the manual mode. So in automatic mode, the robot automatically open position, plus you can add the position in automatic mode as well if it's not against the logic. So the logic of the robot is pretty simple. If it's price under our SORMED SORQUICK, so this is a short. If it's price above, this is a long. So you should buy. If it's under the price, you should use the sell the probability higher. Plus you can also for the robot change his for example, if you're thinking or you believe, so that all the buys will be not allowed the robot to long position open, you just simply can untick. So if it's untick like this, robot will not work because you're not allowed the robot to open a buy and or sell position. So it will be no logic. Plus, a robot can trade on peaks. It means they're trying to find the peak, but it's very tricky because everybody knows where there is a top or bottom. That will be no losers. And also the robot can open limit orders. So for example, if it's the price fluctuating here, the robot will open limit order above, and if it's triggering, it's running or below. So again, it's everything possible in this robot. And this impulse, so I have my own formula how to generate, calculate the power of the impulse. So it's right now, you see there is a green, it means the robot thinking about positive impulse up. But again, here there's impulse up, but this the system tells you that the move could be down because it's under the indicator. So again, if you're doing manually, I'll show you how you can do it. It's like, let's assume, so we were gonna sell. We have lots of parameters here, and I will tell you about all parameters after. But before, let's set for this demo account. So the minimum, say where it's 1 lot and maximum 3. So that's we updated settings. So these are robot settings. How we can go to here. Right click button, so the right click button and properties, and we change the settings. So we set the minimum lot. So when you're in a manual mode and you don't really want to open position with new order, you can open position with the buttons, and if it's close all, it's the close. And if you sell, so I say I'm going to sell, open position, and robot open volume 1, and it's here. So if you don't see there is a stop loss or take profit, you need to go to the properties and show the trade levels and the history. So now you look, there is a stop loss, and there is a level of a position opened, and somewhere here. So here that's a robot put the take profit favorable. So again, everything you can adjust as you wish. Okay, in case you just changed your mind and decided to buy, you can click like this, and you open the same time long and short. And if you want to close all, you can close all. So I see this all this orders, all these positions closed. So we have 3 buttons. When the robot trading, it's only trading on the one side, only a sell or short or long. So if it's the price flipped to the up, it's the closing all sell position, short position, and open a long position. So there is automatic mode, but in semi-automatic, it's manual mode. Sorry. So in this manual mode, you can use here all this the logic as well. So say and we wanna open 2 and make sell. Yes, now we got the order symbol. It's open here. So we're in the manual mode. So you open your own position, and now you have you see there is a drop down menu, then ticker which the robot refreshed and uploaded. So we put the ticker so the robot can manage up to 3 positions. So we'll select the ticker. After we can select the logic. So we can ask the robot to move the stop according to we can move the stop according to the one moving average, fast moving average, slow moving average, according to my quick indicator. Use this ticking and ask the robot to control the price. Right now that's kind of a unclear condition where to do, but the robot can move your stop according to the logic, different logic, according to the fast moving average, slow moving average, according to the quick my indicators, SORMED indicators, and drag your stop according to the Bollinger Bands. Also, the robot can again, so this must be selected ticket number and the logic. Also, a robot can drag limit orders as well. And yeah, this is also a tick, very important. So don't forget to put the right ticks. So what we want to have, open limit orders, for example, and put the limit orders according to this for short, according to say this yellow SORMED indicator. So below the indicator we can sell stop. So you see there's a sell stop, there is a ticker. Now we can find the ticker number is 75 and say I wanna limit, move it, drag the sell limit order according to this line. So the higher the price could move higher, and this indicator is also move higher. And when the price cross indicator, the execution happened. So we can say limit met. Important moment. It's still refreshing everything based on this first time frame update. So that's we needed to generate the new bar, and on new bar this price will move accordingly. But we can switch to like 5 minutes, for example, will be even faster. Yeah, so when you switched from one to another time frame, everything is the robot resetting by itself. So we need to keep everything in the same time frame, otherwise it will be very confusing for the robot. So see, there is a line and all resetted here the parameters. So let's again see that there is our limit, and we wanted to move our limit order according to the yellow line. So the yellow line is the limit medium. So when the you see there is our limit order moved to the right direction. And this is a stop, from a previous. So what's really also important, it's very important, you have to match all your graphical indicators with the settings. So the settings here must match the settings indicators on the graph. Otherwise, you don't know why it's not happened what you want. So the robot, pretty simple. Let's walk in. So they see there is indicator here, but the price stopped here. Why? Because look, we have a medium indicator 50 and 2 deviation of medium indicator. So this is a medium indicator 50 and 2. But here we have a 36 and 3.21. So what we need to do is always match the price with. So now you see, look, there is the robot works perfectly because it sets to the level which the indicator in the system. So again, very important moment, indicators and the robot settings on the screen and the robot settings must be the matching each other, and you need to do this manually. So again, so this is the limit and its limit. So there is a stop. So it's dragging stop according to the logic, a dragging limit according to the logic, and also could drag the take profit according to the logic of the, if it's a price move to the quick or met or plus auto. Also, what we're gonna do, we also can switch the robot into automatic mode. So if you open position by yourself and want the robot to hold this position and manage opening position, you just need select order, or like now we have a see this is the limit order, but we need to ask the robot to control the open position, and the open position short with a ticker this. So we need to select the ticker, select auto, and switch to the automatic mode. So this, don't forget to use the expert tab. So you see there is one position uploaded. Now it's in logic of the robot to control everything. So we have here, it's two stops. One stop belongs to this limit order, and another stop is which we see there is a stop on here and stop here, stop loss, stop here. So there is another stop which we open it, and again, so we open it sell. But right now it's not really a good idea to open sell on a 5 minutes time frame because price moving up. When the price cross our limit order, it will automatically execute, and the system will control the second position as well. So that's, as you can see, we have switched it's a manual mode again, and do what we want. So we choose the logic what we want for this position. Say first of all, let's adjust the indicator. So this indicator, it's under the price, but we can change the indicator above the price. So let's say close. So there's SORMED, and if you extend the period 100, 102, and see where I see. Okay, so there is now it's indicator above, and if we changed to the 3, whoop, you see there is an indicator sits here and the stop loss here. So what we're gonna do, we changed the medium indicator 103, everything reset it again, and what we're gonna do again, this set our this position and logic stop met. and stop loss will be moved to this. Just in case, if it's a little easier because it's too close, we can just move it and wait, and we'll put the back to this line, stop, and update. Also, you can see there's this red dot. It means the divergence. So the price moved up and the robot recognized divergence and marking you divergence here, the first stop. So just it takes update, refreshment, and we'll get here on the second bar. Next bar will be displayed, and the price will jump to this level, which we used. So again, shortly speaking, we can manually control the stop loss order and the limit orders by the logic here. And now look what we can see: RSI negative and instrument positive. So we have a divergence. So the system recognized divergence. Always check experts tab, because when a robot starting, it's giving you idea about a recommended minimum maximum lot. Also, that's if it's the robot and didn't really execute, it's maybe because it's expired, because it's a count wrong or something else. Everything, all the errors that here you can find. See, there's our stop loss moved according to the line which we asked the robot to move. Okay, so let's explain you about the parameters. We have plenty of parameters, but are very, very logical. So this one, again, if you change parameter here, will always this reset the system happened. So that's why it's better to move to the manual mode before you changing all the settings. So there is a shift mode. So the shift mode is how it's the two lines is shifted towards forward. Based on the different testings, I found it's a true period of true shifted forward. Triple exponentials moving averages is much better than the zero. But again, you can choose by yourself. Again, parameters on the screen must be matched parameters in the system. So next, a big SORMED coefficient. I also found so that's we don't have here the parameters like medium indicator period or the long one. The long one is just calculating by multiplication. So if it's here medium indicator 100 and big SORMED coefficient 2, it means this one will be 200. It means here should be like 200. So we double, and the same as medium indicator. Now understanding fast moving averages 10 and 30. So this is now on the screen. We have a 15 and shift 2, and this one on screen indicator 40 and 2. Let's adjust. So again, with vice versa, whatever you want. Yeah, what I do, I'll just optimize the system automatically and pick the best combination, or you can manually adjust and put the correct data into the system. So we have 12 and 4, 130, so that's quick and blue one, and the yellow one is medium. Bollinger Bands, it's only we can control the deviation, so the period fixed, and based on experiments, that's 1500 the best. So you just change the deviation and make sure there's on the screen the same parameters. So we have in the system also zigzag indicator, which wasn't here, but let me put the zigzag indicator on the graph. So the zigzag, we have a parameter called the zigzag depth 12. So what it means, there is already embedded indicator zigzag, So there's 12. That is parameter which again in the system 6 free. So this zigzag parameter. What it means? So the robot analyzing angle of the zigzag. So that the trend is going high, high, high. That's the angle becoming bigger. And when from a maximum angle starting to go like again it's less and less, that's the system triggering. So again, let's control the angle of the fractal. So we have a max. So this is a maximum. It's the difference between the angle from beginner when a position was opened till when the angle becomes it's so big. So that's so big. So it's the price move up, angle will be higher. And if it's maximum 30 different degrees from a beginner point, system will close it with a take profit. The same a bit opposite way. So if it's open, the position open here, but the price not moving right direction, it's moving opposite direction. So angle will be smaller, position close. Because lots of now it's modern robots that works with vectors. So that's kind of a vectors angles in the system as well. RSI, everything pretty simple. Min and max. So this is a range where there is no sell or no buy happened because it's too extreme. And this is a low and high. That is a range when the price taken in account to open and close position. New one, so that's not open, to open a new position. So there's a range, and there's extreme range. Also divergence in use. So there's divergence. System can use divergence. Like right now we have a divergence, and the system recognize divergence. And start after. So this is a start after the hour. So that sometimes you can set, okay, I wanted to trade only in American time frame or like European time frame starting. And that is the starting, it's hour. When it's after that's market open, that's when to start. Plus we have a timer check, so it can be checked every 5 seconds, or it can be checked every minute, 2 minutes, 20 minutes. You just multiply that in a seconds parameter and adjust as you want. So time between positions, that's how many bars we should wait until we open new position. So sometimes it's very important. Next, bars against position. So it means if we open the position and after 6 bars we don't have a profit, close. So it's also good indicator, good idea. Also we have a start trade manually, which is usually we do, and also display marks. So it's a start trade manually true, but when you wanted to test the system, we need a start trade manually false. So it will be for the testing, for optimizations must be in false. Send alarm. We have lots of alarm. You notice it. There's lots of information sent to you, and which kind of alarm you have to get. So that's for moving averages signals, indicator signals, kind of a crossing price of indicator, or fractals. It means we have that's price will be moved over fractal, and system recognizing it and informing you. Friday close, so that's every end of the trading week, the price will automatically close. Profit day close, if it's a price more than the probability of the average price of profit. If it's profit, you're higher than the profit of the average profit, it will close automatically. And now we have so what I have lots of, you see there is a T. It's different logics for the open position, and C, it means different logic for the close positions. You can exactly, that's switched off is switched on, every logic, so you adjust perfect tuning, and you can recognize which the close or enter the logics triggered. Every enter or close, you will see in description the number. So that is a number triggered, depends. And if you don't like this logic for you can just switch it off. So here there is a low level of switching logics for the close and for the entering. And also I grouped all this, the logics, that's individual logics, I grouped them. And the groups are, so that's easy to this automatic optimization to find which logics the better for this instrument in the current time. So we have, so there's one logic extreme peak, scalping close. Scalping close, it's also trying to be like every, you know, it's like weakness in a trend will try to close. And also stop loss tight, they're trying to more like it's as tight as possible with skip the loss, stop. Reversal, if it's the reversal signals, we close. If it's moving averages, the price across. Also the price cross, that will be triggering its close position. Trend fade, so when the trade it's faded, and we have like very narrow Bollinger Bands, or like system was on the top hovering, it will be divergence, so the system will close it. We have limit orders, again as I mentioned, yes, no. You can use, there is another logic in the system, use limit entrance only. So if you're trying to this switched on, and that means, and the limit, so it's use the limit orders. First of all, it must be limit orders true, because if it's no limit orders, how you can use only limit orders? So if it's limit orders only, you can use only limits to the enter the position. So will not open position if it's something like combination, and only if it's the price, the break through the limit order, or all indicators gives you idea that is now for the time for to go up or go down. So that's if you're all indicators in agreement to go down, or all indicators in agreement to go up, and the plus limit orders triggering, that is the logic. So the simple. So this must be true over true and true. But I prefer like diversity, and I will just switch it off. But you can use this logic as well. It's good if you on a big time frame use it. So the sell against the trend, buy against the trend. It means if it's the a longer period, it tells this is now a short. But this indicator tells you now it's in a long, so this means going to trading against the trend. And it's also, you can switch this well as well. So the profit must close, you can put here in dollars. So say $500 on account, close it, it will close. Maximum move percentage, it means the same story but with a percentage. And also what I can have here, that's interesting logic. So if a price moves, for example, 2%, means hold retracement from a maximum. So it means like 2% the price here. If its price starts going down, and it will be more than percentage, like say 20%. If it's zero, just ignore it. So it's, if you put everything in zero, it means the price, the system will not take into account that parameters. But if you put here, like for example 20%, so from a maximum, when it's the maximum reach, for example 1% or 2, whatever, up to you, and the price starts going down more than 20% from a maximum, so that's the move from beginner when the position open till the top, and it's from a top, from a maximum, price will start going to opposite direction. 20%, for example, here, close it. It also will close. For the percentage on retracement from a maximum for the whole range, so it's from beginner to the end will be 100%, down 20%. You can put here the 20% and it will close for you. But when only the price will get the top of which maximum percent you have here. So the maximum loss, you can set, I want to close like $500, for example, and no more. It's put it here. Otherwise, it will control the losses by the stop loss order. Percentage. So if you say 100%, it means will be open every time position based on your min lot and max lot size. If it's will be like 50%, so every time I'll check in your margin available and open position accordingly, but not more than maximum lot. So this maximum lot will be limit, and I prefer like put 100%. It means use the old deposit, but the size of a position will be from, for example, 1 till 3, for example, from 1 lot to 3 lot, and in this range. If you put here 100, so a stop level starts and end. If it's V0, it means automatically. Let's control what's the best level, or you can keep the stop level. For example, if you start here from 0 and save 0, so I want to keep the stop loss orders far away, but level number 1. If it will be number 5, you use with all logic from 1 to 5. If you start using like 5 to 5, always use very tight stop. So it will be from 5 to 5 always by force. If it will be logic from 1 to 5, it's used according to the trend power. So it's like a very big, so the stronger trend, the more it's freedom for your stop. Otherwise, if it's a small retracement, it will trigger your exit from position. So there's combination. You can see like 1 to 1 or like 3 to 5. And it's also ask the system to find the best combination. Double position. I can split every position by 2, and for every position it will be different its distance from the price, the stop loss. So the first will be closer stop. There's another one will be bit far in a distance stop. A, B, C, D, if that's the logic of the moving your that's calculating the price. So it could be you can use here the martingale. It means like change the price. It's the volume of the position depends on the situation. First of all, it's easier. Low, it means if it's the volume lower than normal, than average, normal, lower than average, like I use the half. If it's a volume higher than average, use this parameter. This parameter, it's better I'll show you in the code, so you shouldn't be a programmer, but what's you'll easier understand. So AA, it means if we have a last profit more than average profit, and that's it means we got already a profitable position, and we should limit the second position because the profit will be like risk. That's the second position can be with a loss. So it means if it's one, if we made the profit, we could assume so the second entrance could be a loss. and this is the coefficient. So we'll reduce the next enter by some period. So BBB, it means, and if it's, you see this, if continuous winning even more than 2, it means reduce even more for A. Automatically B, it's opposite. If it's previous there was a long position and was failed, and now it's a short position, let's change the volume. So it means if it's not price didn't really move up, then it means the price will move down, and we increase the volume for this. C, it means if we have more than 2 times winning entrance. So it means the third one could be loss, and that's why, but nobody knows, so that's why we even reduce even more. D, it's opposite. If we already 2 times lost and the money in the entrance, so there's both negatives, it's a result, so the third one could be positive, and that's why we'll increase the size. So E, it's about if we even more than 2 losses and same direction. So it means if its previous position was sell and now position sell, and 2 losses before, now that's the third one will be we hope it will be positive, so we can enter on the third time. So with 2 fails, the same direction, third one could be winner again. So that's another logic, and this you can see here in the code. Finally, debug. So the debug is just recording all results, recording, and it will be data file. The data file will be found in a folder which I'll demonstrate you with a second. To find the folder where there is a debug file created, we need, again, it's open meta editor, open MQL5, and the terminal. Above the MQL5, when we have a common files, and you see there is advisor, and here the results. So the bin file, it means all the recorded information in the bin file. It's recorded, so there is if you open, for example, a result, it will come through here. So this average profit, made, loss, average loss. So that's all information. If it's in the bin file created, and you put the bin file here, it will be automatically download into the system and use it. If it's open, if we debug, it's true, and load bin file is true. It means you close the trade, automatically trade, like tested, and made the file during your optimization, and like trade on the history in your optimization. During optimization mode, it will create a file, and you can use this file just to continue in real time after it's generated like optimal parameters. About your average loss and profit will be taken from this file. Otherwise, it will starting from 0. So it's just statistical data will be downloaded with a bin file from the testing. This is a key moment. And so almost this is it. And the last, it's learning. So it's keep learning, but again, this logic is open. I'm not really happy how it's learning, because what the story and the trading tells, that it's learning on the history, but the future is a mystery. So it's a pretty predetermined combination to open and close position much better than it's learning, because sometimes it's learning and it's changing the logic which you previously set it, and it could be not good. So first of all, when you open expert, see what's going on. If it's not come up here on the screen, it means something problem here, and you use the expert tab. Also set all the parameters as they should supposed to be, and always set parameters on the screen after moving cross into the robot when it's a robot in the manual mode. So what's gonna have here with now trend trades, a robot moving our limit order high and high. See, this when we started to discuss it was here, now it's moved to here, and when the price will cross, we'll execute it, and it's a really good idea to enter the market, because you don't know how high the price can go. And let's optimize. So for optimizations, what we need to do, we need generic optimization. Use this time frame. So you see this, and the start the logic. What I do for the optimizing parameters for the different system, I will show you which parameters I put into optimization. So let's say optimized on 20 minutes, or even right now we're in 5 minutes. So we'll put here this 5 minutes, the period. I suggest you to use the period for when the similar volatility on the market. So if you see this volatility last 2 days was crazy, say put here I wanna from 7, today 7 till 5, so 5 to 7, use this volatility, use just parameter, and dot I zigzag I prefer stay here like this, and bar coefficient from 1 till 2, and it's incremental 0.5. SORMED coefficient from 1 to 3, fast I prefer from 15 till 25, so something in the range, slow of 30 to 55. This again, you can play with your numbers. Quick indicator from 6 till 12, it should be like very quickly, and this is deviation. Medium indicator, deviation, Bollinger Band, like this, deviation, and angle, that I mentioned, remember that's angle of a fractal. It's from 10 till 40 and from 5 till 10. RSI we're keeping as it is. Time check, because we have 1 minute, it means 30 seconds, the modeling, and 5 minutes, so it will be 5 times update when it's 5 minutes bar. So what I suggest you time checks will be everything exactly 60. So start, so divergence you can use or you can not use. It's also click to choose, and time between position, that's pretty common, 3 till 6. And now we're going to start trade manually. You know, it must be false, because it will be automatic mode to test it, because it starts automatically. And extreme close, you can experiment. It's a scalping most of the time. We will see the parameters stop loss tight, reversal trend. So that's all the groups. It will be easier system to adjust a better combination. Max move percentage, you see that's like from 1 till 5, and after use the retracement 30%. And stop level, as I said, is from 1 till which, and this is it. And let's click this. There are so many combinations. Hopefully I have pretty powerful computers, and I'll start calculating. This will be agents, so that's all now it's processors crunching the numbers, and the optimization results will come to here. So system finished calculation. You see there is alert system that's also sending messages, and it's very useful. Medium indicator, it's a crossing, so instead of a steering monitor, you can just watch the messages from the system. You see there is now it's a side move, latest message, and that's the result. So let's see what the system calculated. So this is the result. It's for most of the scalping, it's used the tree stop loss. It's most of the similar parameters, and what we need also to know is taking into account drawdown. So now we click on the result, and you see this is 5 minutes SP500 trading, and what I'm gonna have, what I'm doing, see this it's good trading. So there is a short, this short did it, this short did it, this short did it, this one is failed, this one alone. Now they're trying to short successful. Here they're successful, and it's up to here, successful. So what we have here, the parameters. Again, optimization parameters. So that's the result, and we can report, send HTML file. It's to get the report, all parameters, and can see is just that's as it is. So it's pretty successful. Profit traders 60%. That's a result, how it's a trade. And what we need to do is to get the file of the settings, this is the settings. Now after, when you click in on any line after got the testing results, you can click on any line, and there's all parameters moving across to that's input parameters. See, there's 2, 12, 1, 2.1, and there's 1, 2.1, 15, 40, and here there's 15, 40. So it's best way to save a file, as superadvisorsorokin said. Oops, file, we set it. So let's see what's going on. The system started to trade. We go to back. I see there's a system open short, and there's another robot that's opened the Bitcoin position, and that's very important. Now we have to, after that we optimize parameters, we need to put into the system. So the load, that's our parameters saved in file. So in the settings, so the settings parameters saved, you can download or save. So which we saved parameters, and click OK. And now our system using parameters. But what we need to do after is just visually to understand what's going on. So you see there is a system now, it's controlling a short, and it doesn't matter if it's automatic mode, and the system if automatic mode, the system open position by itself, no needed just to change the parameters here. And but what the situation now, the system before opened with parameters, and now every time when we loading new parameters, it's resetting. So we need to put back open position. For this we need to move to the manual mode, try tap. So we have here ticket number, we have a ticket number 82, 75 is the limit, and after That's in expert. So we expert all messages, as remember. We can just move up, and that position now uploaded in the system. So when you change the parameters in the system, you need to upload into the system previous positions which opening before. It can be opening by the system with the previous settings, or you can manually. But again, so when you in automatic mode, we have to download open position if you want, and for this we can use this technique. So it's manual mode. Select we can up to 3 positions. Up to 3 positions can manage the system. Put here its ticket numbers and switch back to automatic mode, and the system automatically upload that positions into the system. So now it's managing here it's $50 SP500. But the last but not least, we need to put now parameters, so to make sure that everything on the screen as we calculated. And it's why it's also important, because if we consider something the calculated parameters not really perfectly that follow the trend, or this volatility changed, we need to change parameters. But first of all, we need to know how the system trading and why. That's why we need to put the parameters, correct parameters. So we're starting from fast moving 15. So let's this is 15, this one's 40, correct. Quick indicator period 622, 2.2. So there's a 6 and 2.2, and now yellow one we have 20 and 1.5. And so the best it's let the system just find the parameters by itself. So this is the angle 18.7. Before it was different, and this is now that's how this setup we have. SP500 moving down, system in the short, and what we're gonna do is just wait, because nobody knows when it will be the turning point. We just follow. So there is moving averages going wherever impulse almost look, this RSI now it's negative, and angle RSI negative, and it's even more negative than the instrument. And impulse still is slightly already less positive, because before it was long and it could be correctional. That's why the impulse positive. Also, you have to take into account when it's trend or no trend. So this, if it's so if price in parentheses both side, it means is right now no trend. So that's the system recognized. So this is no trend, because the Bollinger is very narrow in comparison to it was usually was before. So that's parentheses impulse, and if it comes to the negative, yeah, it will be quite bad. And you look, that's our automatic settings which they're calculated by that optimization. Now it's removed after limit to allow it from trade. So it's all a combination. It's pretty good, and it really did a good trade before. And what we're gonna do is just watch it in after trade, or again we can close anytime all positions if we're happy, or like close here, it will be automatically close in robot as well. And it's good point for the system, so you can it's like a co-pilot, so you can train not like many robots. They're like a black box. Here it's different, so you can affect on the robot. And again, if you change the parameters in the system here and click OK with new parameters, you have to load back with a manual to the after way, load all the position which you wanted to for the system to be managed. So this is the story. It's very important. But like right now, looks what the system calculated. It's pretty good. You see, this was right on the top level, and the system, if you put here like 3 seconds or 5 seconds, the checking parameters always will locked exactly at that point, because here we for testing set at 60 seconds testing. So for 60 seconds could be price, can move really well. And the big point about the system, advantage of the system, it's not really wait until the whole bar completed. It's also during the bar constructing, that's checking this what's going on the market. So if you put here the settings, time check like 3 seconds, it will check every 3 seconds. So I suggest you about 3 till 5 seconds check after you, or 1 minute, whatever you want. But 1 minute will be the noises will be reduced. But again, system so flexible. So there's so many options already created in the code. Any possibility. So instead of creating own strategy, you can use all the settings that I have plenty. Look, remember it's a CCC, lots of settings. You can use that settings and design your own robot. As for the journal, so that's will be also interesting for you. For expert, look, when expert, remember I told you about every we have here in the settings, we have C, it means close conditions, and T, open conditions. So look in expert tab, and we can see here open, sell on reversal mode indicators 33. So the conditions T33 executed here. The C conditions 29 executed here. So if it's one of the condition you don't like it, you just go to the parameters here, that's a COT, and just turn it off. And it will not use it because so many different conditions. And also even you can optimize the condition as well, but there will be too many iterations. Again, yeah, it's so flexible, so you can adjust for any instrument and can work with any instrument as well. And this is a preview of a really sophisticated robot, which is actually took about 4 years of development. So this is it. Hope you enjoyed. It's pretty lots of information if you using this my robot, or you could use again. So you can use the manual mode and use that conditions here, or you can use automatic mode, like right now the system. And look, that's I also show you how you can adjust parameters automatically. So that's generic optimization and parameters. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.